Hi, folks. So, yeah. Oh, interestingly, the song was the title, basically. God is Still Writing Your Story is the song title. So I've now linked that song to the thing. It was as simple as that. I had no idea. I gave the last video its title because it made sense. And then look for the song, using part of that title, God is Still Writing Your Story song, and boom, there it was on YouTube. So, yeah. But the people that wrote it, or the people that the channel, they're asking people to subscribe, and I had to put a message saying, "Don't ask people to subscribe. Doing that means you're looking to YouTube to provide for you, or you're looking to these people to do that. Trusting God to provide for you, because the song talks about trusting in God to deal with that, and now you're looking at people. So the song says one thing, you're now doing the opposite. You're looking to the world, a worldly system to provide for you. It's insane. But this is how, people can put a song like that on YouTube, which is saying, trust in God. Your story isn't complete. God is writing your story. God hears all your prayers. God will provide for you. And then, whoa, provide for us! That's how stupid people can be. That's how people can go from, well, Peter, this is why we see that example. Because from these people that did the song, we see exactly the same on there. They write a message, subscribe, because they're wanting people to subscribe to their channel. Why? What does subscribing do? Seriously, what does subscribing do? What does that gain for you? Now, you could say it's because you want your message to get out. You can say because you want your songs to get out, etc., etc. But that's not true, because your songs can get out without people subscribing. People subscribing is about monetization on YouTube. That's what it's about. That's all it is about. It's about monetization. Because, again, you can have people listening to your videos who don't subscribe, and that's okay. It doesn't matter, because you're still getting the message out, right? Yeah. All the people that listen to my videos could subscribe, but my monetization is turned off. So will subscription help? No. So, yeah. I would not be asking people to subscribe. I don't ask people to like the videos. I don't ask people to do any of that. I do say to people, look, if you're going to give a dislike, come and tell me first of all in the comments why. What is it about the video that you are saying is wrong? Because if you would claim that you're of God, because you will claim that you're of God, you have a responsibility to me, and not just to me, but to everyone else who comes and listens to this, to actually be telling people why you're giving a dislike. Because you might have some insight that other people don't have. You might be right. Maybe it's right for you to give a dislike because maybe there's something in that video that's worthy of a dislike. But just giving a dislike, nobody else is going to know that. So come on, truth matters. So in all things, if you can see truth that no one else can see, help other people to see that. That's what that's all about. It's not about saying to people, give a like. No. Oh, no. Because again, what does that do? Nothing. Nothing at all. That does nothing for me. Anyone give it a like, does that help me on my day? No. I'm not dependent upon that. I'm not a young person whose emotions are dependent upon likes and stuff, and nobody should be. But look, I'll get to the point in this video, more to the point. For me, I know that I've got this situation coming up where I'm going to have to stand because, well, all the time I'm going to have to stand because I'm in this situation where I've been given notice to quit the premises after being here for 12 years, over 12 years now. So, yeah, 12 years in this place. Jeez. It's a horrible place, and to be in it for 12 years. But again, I've had belief that God has said to me that I won't need to take anything this time because when I move, everything will be there. And I've taken that as an incredible act of love by God, saying that basically the way I've taken it is that God is saying to me that I won't need to take clothing, anything. I won't need to take anything. I'll take the 2 dogs, but I won't need to take anything else. Pots, pans, knives, forks, cups, anything. Bedding, anything. I won't need to take a blinking thing because everything will be there. There'll be trousers there, there'll be tops there, there'll be suits there that are my size. God is going to tell the person who basically is in that place right now to make sure it's full of stuff that's right for me. He's going to tell that person my size, so for shoes and everything, it'll all be there. Clothing, all be there. Pots, pans, knives, forks, cutting knives, all be there. Everything will be there. Now, of course, whether that would be the case, I don't know. I honestly don't know because that's up to God. And actually, yeah, if God said to me, and this is true, if God said to me that I won't need to take anything when I move, and when I said to him why, he said, because you've had to start again. So many times. You've had to buy everything again. So this time you won't need to take anything. You won't need to provide anything. It'll all be there. And again, okay. So therefore, that's an incredible act of love. Now, it's quite possible that that won't happen. I know that. I know that. I've asked God to give me some indication because we're only, 6 months away, really, from me moving. About that. About 6 months away. And so, yeah. And I haven't really got anything. I can believe I have, but yeah, there's nothing that I can say is solid. And so all I can do is stand. And that's the point, is about, it's not about walking as if what you've been praying for is going to be there. It's about walking as if it doesn't matter. What needs to be there will be there. And that's so much is the point. What needs to be there will be there. Because again, I can't see the big picture in other people's walks. I can't see it in mine either. So I don't know exactly what needs to be there right now. I've no idea. Would it be lovely to have a place that has everything? Would it be lovely that everything I've been speaking to God about, the perfect place, will be there? Well, that'd be beautiful. Of course it will. That'd be lovely, yes. Would it be lovely if that place has the facilities needed, that if I was going to have a church, it could be there? Because it would have the facilities for having a church. Yeah. There's so many things. To have a sauna would be lovely. To have an Arga in the kitchen would be lovely. Well, because Argas are wonderful. They are a wonderful source of heating for the winter. Yeah, wonderful tool for cooking. Absolutely lovely. Very homely. So for like a countryside house, it's a very, very homely thing to have an Arga. Now, again, whether an Arga is needed, I don't know. But a big table, because something that I'd love to do that I've spoken to God about, and God has spoken to me about as well, would be at the end of the year, January, would be to invite the local community. So if it's a village, to invite the people in the village to have a meal. and to speak about what God has done in your life over the past year and what you're hoping for in the next year. So therefore, we need a table big enough, a room big enough to do that. So again, not about cobbling up a load of tables together where some will be different sizes, where it's going to be a bit awkward, where you've got some chairs that are the right size, some chairs that are too small, because you're trying to put this thing together. No. Having something that's designed for that would be lovely, because then, anyone that comes knows that God has made this happen. It's not you doing it, it's God that's doing it. And that's what matters. So anyway, you take care. God bless. Speak to you soon.